Yes, it's John G. Sutton, Tales from the Jails. I'm going to talk today about the MUFTI squad. That's the minimum use of force tactical intervention. Seriously, that's what they call it. MUFTI actually came from the dress that people wore in the Indian regiments when they were not in uniform. They were in mufti. Yeah, seriously, look it up. Don't take my word for it. So they had invented this catch term, the MUFTI squad. I'll tell you my experience with the MUFTI squad. I did train with them. They had what amounted to pickaxe handles, yeah, without the metal at the top, yeah, the metal at the top, yeah, pickaxe handles and shields and big visors, yeah, and body armor, yeah. It was all quite heavy stuff, The idea being that in the event of disturbance in the prison, you would go in. And the idea, listen, let me tell you this, the idea of minimum use of force, that's not what they were teaching me. I mean, they didn't need to teach me too much about using force. I'd been doing it for a long time before I joined the prison service. But they were trying to channel this into like a regimented approach. So we were approaching very much, I don't know if you've seen any films about the Roman army, the Roman legions, where they put the shields in front of them and marched forward, yeah? Then the arrows would come over the top, then march forward. Javelins would come over the top and march forward. Yeah, it was a bit like that without the arrows and the javelins. What they had behind the back was the big pickaxe handles ready to persuade people to stop. And let me tell you this, the way that they persuaded people to stop was by belting them around the head with it. The idea was that you'd hit them on the arms, the upper arms, yeah, or the shoulders, yeah. But somehow or other you might miss and just catch them at the side of the head, Purely accidental, of course. Yeah. What Strangeways? Yeah, so they trained at Strangeways. There's a big gymnasium area, and we were marching up and down in there. People throwing rubber bricks at you. They didn't throw real bricks, but threw rubber bricks. Yeah, but it was just to get the feel of it. I'd done all the riot training in the army when I was in Libya in 1969, when Colonel Gaddafi's regiment of the Revolutionary People's Army took over. And we were ready to tackle them, but the order wouldn't come. The order never came. We would have given it a go, We were ready. But Westminster said, no, you will not. And they took all our bullets off us. We're in the middle of the Sahara Desert, surrounded by Colonel Gaddafi's Revolutionary Army. And we had to hand all our bullets and they put in a compound. So we couldn't kill anybody, even if they attacked us. Mind you, if they'd attacked me, got a bit close, I reckon that one or two would have gone missing, accidentally. Lost in the desert, yeah. But that didn't happen. They just kept away from us, firing over our heads, crap like that. Yeah, anyway, at Strangeways, they did all this training, marching up and down with the things, but they were basically amateurs, They ain't going. If there'd been a real riot when it happened, look what happened when there was a real riot. Did you see the MUFTI squad? What did you see? A load of Strangeways jailers getting their keys like that and going, there you go, there's my keys, there's my hat, here's my truncheon, bye, and run out the gate. No, they didn't do that for any other reason than they were told to do it. Because my experience of the Strangeways staff, when I was there anyway, would be that they would have gone in to do the business MUFTI squad or not. Just get the old truncheon out. Where's my truncheon? It's on here somewhere anyway. I won't waddle it about you. And just got in and given it what you've got. That's what you did. Because I know, you see, my experience of dealing with mobs, and I have dealt with a few mobs, is that you pick the biggest bastard and you take him out. You can take him out. You just believe you can do it. I'm particularly very big. You know, I mean, I've obviously got hands like King Kong's grandson, but I ain't particularly big. But you can do it if you believe you can do it. And if you don't believe you can do it, then you shouldn't be wearing a big hat. If you know what I mean. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, I saw the MUFTI squad going once or twice at Strangeways. There was one guy took hostages and on, I think it was B3 landing, and barricaded himself into the cell. And he was like, he refused to come out. They gave him every opportunity. The governor was up there. Oh, perfectly all right, you know, you come out, you know. It wasn't Norman Brown, it was some other soft bastard. And this guy said, I'm not coming out, you bang, you're giving us all that abuse, you know. So they sent for the team, you know. And a team of about half a dozen blokes arrived with the shields and the masks, and they had this machine thing that they put between the stone walls and jacked the cell door off. So they started to jack the cell door off, and the guy who'd barricaded himself into the cell with his cellmates, he starts shouting, yeah, all right, you can stop now, I'll come out. And the guys who were doing the MUFTI bit, they said, if you were going to come out, you should have come out when you were given the chance. You ain't coming out now, we're coming in. Seriously. And they jacked this door off, you know, they had like a hydraulic jack, and it boof blew the door into the prison cell, and they steamed in and gave him a right talking to. I don't think they seriously damaged him. Well, not what I'd call serious damage, you know, like broken arms and legs and a fractured skull. That's what I call serious damage. Knocked all your teeth down the back of your throat. I didn't do that, but they administered retribution in the name of Strangeways. Yeah, did the same kind of thing at the Scrubs. But at the Scrubs, when the IRA went on the roof, yeah, my mate was one of the first prison officers to get up to them, and they said to him, "Hey, stop what you're doing. Stop immediately. You do not want to be a dead hero. Now turn round and piss off." So my mate then, I think they might have a point there. Turned round and left them to it. They were on the roof for about 2 days, weren't they? Around 1976, I think it was March 76, something like that. Look it up. I know how they got up there, you see. I was sent to search their cells. When I got there, the staff on the wing stopped me. Said, "Oh, you can't search their cells. They're going doing lessons. You leave them alone. We'll just sign your book and you get out of here." I said, no, I am going to search their cells. So I went and got hold of one of the IRA, gently, you know. "Come with me. Yeah, I'm going to search your cell." He was kicking and fighting all the way to the cell. Didn't stop me. Got to the cell and about 4 staff from D-Wing came, surrounded me. "Get off him immediately." Said, "I'm going to search his cell. I've got the authority of the senior, the principal officer in charge of security for the prison here, and I'm going to search this man's cell." "No, you're not." And they turfed me off the wing. I went to see the principal officer in charge of security. I said, "They won't let me search his cell." "Oh, that's all right." He said, "Don't worry about that." He said, "I've had a phone call." He said, "They're in charge of it." But 2 days later, they were up on the roof. So this guy, whose cell I was going to search, they were up on the roof, dressed up in mock IRA uniforms with a tricolour flag. That's why they didn't want me to search the cell, because they knew what was going on. See, I got feeling about this, you know. They were complicit in that. Complicit. Now, anyway, that's the MUFTI squad, yeah? About as much use as a chocolate fireguard. Here we go. That, dear friends, is a song dinger. Yeah? But today I am not going to sing you a song. I've had enough of these people telling me, shut up, you can't sing. Listen, I'm well aware of that, you know. Don't need to tell me something I already know. So I'm going instead to read you a poem by William Shakespeare, which is one of my favourite sonnets by Shakespeare. And I do like Shakespeare, by the way. I recently went to watch Richard III at the Royal Shakespeare Company. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. You know that one. Now is the winter of our discontent. Made glorious summer by this son of York. Yeah, well, anyway, this is not one of Shakespeare's tragedy. This is Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, one of Shakespeare's sonnets. I will discuss the meaning after. Are you sitting comfortably? Good, then I shall begin. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance, or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe and eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So what's the meaning of Sonnet 18? Basically, Shakespeare is saying that his words will live forever, and though the transient beauty of this particular individual may fade, and pass away, as youth's stuff will not endure, but the poetry will, and this particular poem bears evidence to the delightful personification of that particular individual. And that is the meaning of Sonnet 18. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this little journey into literature. My name's John G. Sutton. Do please subscribe, and if you like more poems, just send me a request. I would be very pleased to read them for you. Tales from the Jails.